for whom this demonstration has been called. And just so people know, I'm not actually one of the official organizers, neither is Kesha, but if you think that we're waiting on the main organizers for migrant justice to come over from their office, where they've been incredibly busy at work trying to stop the deportation of 2 migrant farm workers who were detained a few days ago. As people know, this is very much of a piece of the attacks that are happening nationally in Trump's America, where nobody is safe, no matter how important they are to their community, to the economy of our state, and to the fabric of our nation. And what I'm really proud of is to already see so many people who are beginning to assemble to say that we don't agree with the direction our country is headed, that all immigrants are welcome here, that all migrants are welcome here, that documentation should not matter when it comes to human rights or the ability of somebody to live, work, and love wherever they choose. We say no to racist fear. We're here because we believe that immigrants are welcome here.
We're here for Enrique. We're here for Zully. We're here for Alex. And we're here for so many people who have come out of the shadows to fight for their freedoms and for all of our freedoms, and who are worried about having to go back into the shadows now. I know that you got a little bit of context, but if anybody does want to come forward and speak, you are welcome to. Neither of us are officially here organizing this gathering. My name is Kike, and I'm a co-chair of the State Immigration Task Force that Vermont Attorney General T.J. Donovan put together. Enrique serves on that task force, and I'm saying serves in present tense. He is not going anywhere, and we're going to make sure of that. And when Enrique testified in front of the House Judiciary Committee a few weeks ago on policing and the immigrant experience, his message was, our values are Vermont values. We're Vermonters. We want to be here, and we share our feelings of hope, our aspiration for freedom of liberty with you. And I think that's the message that there are some people who don't want you to hear. They don't want you to know that these are folks who are just like us, and that there is no such thing as a person who is illegal. At our first Immigration Task Force meeting, we made sure that the word illegal was not used, because these are people who are here on our dairy farms, opening small businesses, in our schools, worshiping alongside us, who just want the opportunity to be welcome, to be free, and to earn a living, and to support their families. They are all of us. They are our parents. They are our grandparents, and they are just as American as we are. And so right now, we have reason to believe that many of the people who would like to be here and would like to step out of the shadows and speak to all of you today, it may not be safe or it may not be good for them to do that. We want them to be safe, and we want them here. So if anybody would like to come forward, I know many groups stepped up to help organize this. I know many people might want to speak. And I know that we are all here to speak for those who are afraid to speak out right now. And I see, over 100 people have gathered in less than 12 hours notice, and that says a lot. That says that we will fight back, and we will do whatever we can to make sure that we don't lose our brothers and our sisters and everybody who wants to be a Vermonter and who is a Vermonter to this broken immigration system. So I saw Kate Candlestein, who I know helped to organize this. I see others who may want to come forward. And Peggy, would you like to speak?
Go, Peggy.
I just want to say that we're confused if we think this is about illegal acts by immigrants and the whole idea of illegal aliens. What we have here is white supremacy one more time. We literally have Nazis in the White House. And it seems like our liberal class has no idea how to deal with that. I'm not sure I do either, but I know that's what we're facing. And until we realize that's what we're facing, we're going nowhere.
Thank you, Peggy. I want to add also that I have spoken with a number of officials in the state who are figuring out in what ways they can help and what they can do. Attorney General T.J. Donovan is aware of the situation. House Judiciary Chair Maxine Grad has already made the phone calls that many of you have made to try to reach out to people. Mayor Murrow Weinberger is away right now, but I see a representative from his office, and I know that he is working to prepare a statement and to figure out how he can be of support. Senate Majority Leader Becca Balint has already, and Speaker Mitzi Johnson have already denounced this aggressive immigration enforcement and are looking for ways that they can help. So we are joined in spirit by a lot of state leaders who are wondering what they can do. And I would include in that Senate Minority Leader, Republican member Dustin Degree, who has already notified the governor who lives in Dustin Degree lives in St. Albans, and we have officials from across the spectrum who are trying to stop these aggressive attacks on Vermonters.
What about Bernie and Leahy, or where, can they do something in this?
Our federal delegation has also been reached as well.
But, yeah, I didn't know if they were actively doing anything related to these.
That I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for being here. Come out in solidarity with our good friends who are being held by ICE right now. I just want to let everyone know, folks, there's been tons of folks over at the Migrant Justice Office this morning getting ready, making signs. They're all on their way over here right now, so we're going to get started in just a few minutes. But while we're waiting, maybe we could get it going with a few chants, like let people know why we're here, what we're here about. Does that sound good? Not one more. 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 Racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here. We say no to racist fear. Migrants are welcome here.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Enrique, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Enrique, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta. Hi everyone, how are you guys feeling? Mad, angry, painful. Yeah, so are we ready to take action or not? Yes! Awesome, so thank you for being here everyone. My name is Abel Luna. I'm an organizer with Migrant Justice. also a friend of Kike and Zully. So really glad and honored that all of you could make it out tonight, this morning, to support Kike and Zully. So I'm just going to share a little bit about migrant justice and what is migrant justice, what is the work that we do, why do we do it, and why we're here, why are all of you here. So Migrant Justice is a farm worker, dairy farm worker organization from people that are working on dairy farms every day to sustain some of the most iconic dairy brands, ice cream, yogurts that we all enjoy. There's approximately 1,500 farm workers, migrant farm workers here in Vermont. Since 2009, Migrant Justice got its start after the death of Jose Obed Santis Cruz, a young farm worker who died on a dairy farm on a workplace accident. Since then, we've been organizing with the community to define and to defend human rights. And we do this through the process called assemblies, gatherings, community gatherings, where we come together, we dream together, and together we take action. And these meetings are the heart of our communities, our strength. So since 2009, Migrant Justice has been organizing, like I said, and the driver license campaign has been a clear victory and a clear step forward to make sure that our communities are safe, our communities feel respected, and that our rights feel respected. People were afraid just 5 years ago. People were afraid of going to the store, going to the hospital, bringing their children to school because they didn't have the right to freedom of mobility. So we fought for that. We fought for driver's license, and we won that. And Kike has been part of that struggle. He was part of that struggle from the very beginning. And as people were getting on the roads, feeling safe and secure, then there is much more collaboration between Border Patrol and local police. And so our community, through this process of meetings, decided that we needed to do something about it, that we needed to change that. And so we came together and we fought at the State House to pass the fair and impartial policing policy, one of the strongest in the entire country. And so we have fought hard to make Vermont a better place to live, a safer place for everyone, not just for migrant workers, but for everyone. All of you have been part of that struggle. So Migrant Justice really has been organizing from early to make sure that all of our human rights are respected. Why do we do it? The work that we do, so the dairy industry is very dangerous. One of the most dangerous industries in the country. One of the most dangerous jobs. And on top of that, we're discriminated against by unfair systems, like the unfair immigration system. People, that are come to Vermont and are working hard, end up in a process of deportation when they're on a car on their way to buy some food or on the hospital. They get pulled over and they get questioned about their status, and they end up in the process of deportation. And it's not fair. It's not fair that people are treated this way. So that's why we do the work that we do. That's why we fight for human rights, because everybody's rights should be respected. So today we're here because Kike, one of Migrant Justice leaders and organizers, he's been part, like I mentioned, from the very beginning, from the driver license to FIP to now the meal with dignity program. So he's the part of our community. He's the heart of our community. He's fought for other people as well. He's been in many places. He's been part of making sure that our state continues to be more safe and secure. So today we're here because yesterday Kike we were at the office about 3 p.m. Talking about how do we make the state more secure? How do we educate our communities to not be afraid to, even though times are changing and there's a change in government and things are getting tougher. We cannot step back. We need to fight. We need to fight even harder. And yesterday we've been talking about that. Yesterday we were talking about that with Kike and the rest of our people at the office, the members of the organization, and drawing a map on how we're gonna move forward. And half an hour after that, when I got home, we got a phone call that he was being detained, by ICE. Kike and his partner Zully both have been, done so much work for the community, and it's not fair. So today, we're demanding ICE as a community. So are we demanding ICE or? Yeah. So we're demanding that Kike and Zully are freed. We're demanding. Do we want them to be free or no? Sí, queremos que sean libres. So we're demanding that they're free because it's unfair. It's not fair that two people that have fought hard to secure our rights are being detained. They're being held against their will. So we're going to do everything possible today to send a message, to march together. All of you probably, some of you know Kike. We probably have seen him in many spaces where he's been leading. So we want you to make your voice be heard, to march and support Kike. There's many different ways that you can get involved. So please, there's going to be many sign-up sheets going around. Write your information. We're going to let you know how to continue to get involved. But now we're going to march down on Church Street and circle back around and make our way to the federal building on Elmwood Avenue, right by the post office, where we're going to have a rally or like a general speak out where people who want to share some of the things that you know about Kike or how you know Kike. It's going to be great if you can share a little bit about that. And not one more! 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 So yeah, let's do this. Sí se puede. 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 Awesome. So if you want to get them behind the banner, please. Sí se puede. 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 Sí se puede.
deportation! Up with liberation! Down with deportation!
Kike, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Kike, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta!
Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Aguanta, el pueblo se levanta!
Kike, Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta! Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta!
Kike, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta. Zully,
Aguanta, el pueblo se levanta! Kike, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta! Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta!
Kike,
Aguanta, el pueblo se levanta! Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta!
Entonces aquí también vamos a la derecha, pero en medio de la calle.
¡Escucha! ¡Estamos en la lucha! ¡ICE! ¡Escucha! ¡Estamos en la lucha! ¡ICE! ¡Escucha! ¡Estamos en la lucha! ¡ICE! ¡Escucha! ¡Estamos en la lucha!
Up with the people! Yeah, yeah! Down with ICE! Up with the people!
Yeah, yeah! Down with ICE! Boo, boo! Up with the people! Yeah, yeah! Down with ICE! Boo, boo! Up with the people! Yeah, yeah!
Down with ICE!
Boo, boo!
Up with the people!
Yeah, yeah!
Down with ICE!
Boo, boo!
Up with the people!
Yeah, yeah!
Down with ICE!
Boo, boo!
Up with the people!
Yeah, yeah!
Up with Zully!
Yeah, yeah! Yeah, yeah!
Adelante, adelante, justicia migrante. 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 Adelante, adelante, justicia migrante.
Adelante,
Adelante,
justicia migrante.
adelante, adelante,
Justicia migrante. Adelante, adelante. Justicia migrante. Adelante, adelante. Justicia migrante. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear.
Aquí a la izquierda.
Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Vermont will fight for immigrants' rights. Vermont will fight for immigrants' rights. Vermont will fight for immigrants' rights. Vermont will fight for immigrants' rights.
Zully, escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Zully, escucha.
Estamos en la lucha.
Kike, escucha. Estamos en la lucha. Kike, escucha. Estamos en la lucha.
Kike, escucha. Estamos en la lucha. Escucha. Estamos en la lucha. Escucha. Estamos en la
One more.
Not one more. Not one more. Not one more.
Un poquito más despacio porque se va a ahí.
Not one more. 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 Not one more.
We don't need 'em, need 'em. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need 'em, need 'em.
Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom. Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them. Back up, we want freedom, freedom.
Okay, chido.
Borders and ICE, we don't need them, need them.
¿Te sientes seguro ahí?
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do you want?
Freedom!
When do we want it?
Now!
So, thank you everybody for showing up. Those of you that are all the way back there, please come this way so that you're not on the road. Yeah, thank you. We want to thank all of you who showed up. Like I mentioned, Migrant Justice is a farm worker organization made up of of all dairy farm worker members who are working on the iconic dairy industry to support some of the most famous brands of ice cream and yogurt and all of that, right? So we're here to right now, like I mentioned, because families continue to be separated. People continue to be deported unjustly and unfairly. And we as a community are saying, no, not one more! Not one more!
Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more!
We're facing some very difficult times. We're facing difficult times in the change of government. But we have been facing difficult times since early 2008 when this deportation machine began, right? With Obama and then Trump inheriting this machine. So it's not new. We know how to stand, we know how to fight back, and we're gonna continue to do so. So we're standing here today in front of the federal building to show Donald Trump, the president, that we're not gonna allow him to continue to separate our families, to continue to divide our communities, and continue to take our leaders. We're not gonna allow that. Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here!
Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here! Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here! Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here! Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here! Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here! Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here!
All right, so we're gonna hear from our coordinated the members of the coordinating committee of migrant justice, the leaders that make all the decisions in the organization, to share how Kike and Zully are very special in our community.
¿Tú vas a interpretar, verdad?
How are you, everyone? Not one more!
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 Not one more! Not one more!
Not one more!
Not one more!
Not one more!
Well, my English is not very well, that's why I need to translate, so sorry about that. Well, yo me llamo Carlos y nosotros estamos por esta causa de un gran compañero que empezamos juntos a trabajar por los derechos de humanos.
My name is Carlos, and I'm here to talk about a beloved comrade who's been in the struggle with me for human rights since the beginning.
Y me sorprende que mi compañero haya sido detenido de esta manera, porque no es justo, it's not fair.
And I'm shocked that my comrade has been detained in this matter because it's not fair. No es justo.
Y agradezco a todas las personas que están aquí, me sorprende y con gran cariño les digo que seguimos en la lucha.
And I'm amazed to see so many people out here, and I want to say, the struggle continues!
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí
¡Sí se puede! 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 ¡Sí se puede!
¡Sí se puede!
Okay, now we're gonna have up on the car another member of the Farm Worker Coordinating Committee, Victor Diaz. A lot of you remember Victor because you were out marching last year when Victor was detained by ICE in a similarly appalling attack on the immigrant community. And when we marched,
we won his release. And can we win the release of Kike and Zully? Yes or no? Yes! Yes or no? Yes! Yes or no? Yes!
¡Sí se puede! 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 ¡Sí se puede!
Hola, buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Víctor Díaz. Yo soy miembro de la comunidad migrante. Y estamos verdaderamente consternados por lo que está pasando con los ataques del ICE que está haciendo hoy en día.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Victor Diaz, and I'm a member of the immigrant community. And we are appalled by the actions of ICE today.
Estoy verdaderamente agradecido con tanta gente bella que nos está apoyando hoy en día en momentos difíciles con la tempestad del nuevo presidente de hoy en día.
But I'm so amazed to see the support of all of you out today, united to confront this storm that the Trump administration has brought down upon us.
Como ustedes saben, hoy en día acaban de agarrar 3 personas en 3 días. Creo que eso es injusto porque nosotros somos trabajadores migrantes aquí.
And as you all know, over the last 3 days, Immigration and Customs Enforcement has arrested and detained 3 members of our community, and that's not right.
That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
Como ustedes saben, mi compañero Kike ha sido para mí un gran amigo, como mi hermano. Hemos salido fuera del estado, ha inspirado a muchas más personas para levantar su voz y representar a su comunidad migrante.
And Enrique Balcazar, my compa, my comrade, has been a friend to me. He's been like a brother to me. Together we've gone around the country bringing the voice of Vermont immigrant farm workers to talk about our struggle for justice and rights.
Lo que está pasando no es justo porque él ha sido una persona que por el único delito de alzar la voz a su comunidad, de hacerle frente, de hacer que sus compañeros se animen a no agacharse, a que salgamos de la sombra en el que estábamos.
And it's not fair, it's not just what's happened to Kike. His only crime is calling on his community to raise their voices, to come out of the shadows, to show their faces, not to give up, to stand up for themselves, to stand up for their rights.
Cuando me detuvieron, él y su pareja Zully, él estaban conmigo y verdaderamente se movilizaron muchísimo para que todo esto fuera posible de mi liberación, y hoy estoy aquí para pedir su libertad, él y la de su pareja y la de Alex, para que todos estén nuevamente en libertad y seguir trabajando fuertemente como lo venimos haciendo con dignidad.
And when I was detained, Kike and his partner Zully, they stood up for me and they mobilized the community to fight for my freedom. And I was freed. And so now I'm here to fight for the freedom of Kike, of Zully, of Alex, because they deserve their freedom too, so they can be back with their community, back committed to the fight for dignity.
Enrique verdaderamente es admirable. Para nosotros es una persona que nosotros estamos a seguir. Él se ha comprometido con su comunidad, él ha tenido oportunidades, hemos tenido oportunidades, las televisoras también nos han dado oportunidad, donde él se ha expresado libremente para que su comunidad esté enterado de lo que está pasando, de hacer valer nuestros derechos.
And Kike, along with myself and others, we've taken the opportunity to express ourselves, to talk about our community, to talk about the struggles we face.
going, talking with the news, including having our own television program where we can talk with our community about the issues that we face. He's taken advantage of those opportunities. He's stood up and been a spokesperson.
También tenemos una invitación para el 1 de mayo, que totalmente será como 10 veces más que aquí, para luchar por los derechos humanos, de que esta tempestad, esta sombra que nosotros nos está azotando, despertemos y sigamos en la luz.
And we want to invite all of you to be out again with us on May 1st, on May Day, where we expect this crowd to be 5 times bigger. And we're going to rally together, and we're going to stand together to confront this terrible storm that is bearing down upon us, to fight back against the shadows that have put us into hiding, and we're going to stand together and say no!
Nuevamente, muchísimas gracias por todo el apoyo que nos están brindando. Admiro Vermont, nunca imaginé que esto pueda pasar, de que tanta gente bella esté aquí presente, defendiéndonos aquí de esta tempestad que estamos viviendo hoy en día. Y pienso que no es justo. Nosotros somos trabajadores migrantes que trabajamos en la industria lechera de Vermont. Estamos sosteniendo esta industria. No es injusto que esto está pasando sobre nuestra comunidad.
And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of you. I'm so proud to be in Vermont. Never in my life had I imagined that I would see so many people coming out to stand united, to fight for our rights, the rights of this immigrant community. To stand for the rights of this immigrant community who work day and night on the dairy farms across the landscape of this state, sustaining our state's dairy industry, working for our lives and trying to look for a better life here.
Muchísimas gracias a todos. En verdad estoy muy agradecido, estoy muy inspirado que esta lucha sigue y no vamos a parar. Demostraremos que somos más fuertes que el ICE y lo estamos demostrando hoy en día.
Thank you very much, and this struggle will continue. We're out here today showing our unity, showing that together we are stronger than ice, and we can melt the ice. Thank you. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
El pueblo
unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
So now we're going to welcome coordinating committee member Miguel Alcuria to the microphone. And before we do that, we want to say that we have petitions going around the crowd. If you have a clipboard, raise your hand. Well, come on in. So, the clipboards will be going around the house. These signatures are going to be sent to the ICE field office in Boston, calling for the release of Kike and Zully. We also have a bucket going around for donations. So this bucket will be passing around. Please dig deep in your pockets and give what you can to support this struggle.
Find the petition on the website.
I'll do that the next one.
Hi everybody, my name is Miguel. Quiero hacerles una pregunta a todos. ¿Creen que defender nuestros derechos, luchar por nuestros derechos, es un delito?
No! So I want to ask you all a question, and you already know the answer. Do you think that it's a crime to fight for your rights?
No! ¿Creen que alzar nuestra voz es un delito?
No! Do you think raising your voice is a crime?
No! ¿Creen que se merecen estas dos grandes personas estar detenidas?
No! You think these two wonderful people deserve to be locked up?
Bueno, vengo a hablarles de Zully. Ella es una importante miembro de nuestra comunidad. Al enterarse de nuestra lucha, se apasionó y se unió a nuestro camino y ahora no sabemos dónde está.
I'm here to talk to you about Zully. She's an incredible member of our community. When she came here to this state and learned about the fight for human rights, she jumped in with both feet. And now today as we're speaking, we don't even know where she's being held.
Kidnap. Bueno, seguimos. Zully ha hecho se ha abierto paso en la lucha. Ha ido con nosotros, conmigo, con Kike, a Boston, a Cosecha, no sé si han escuchado de Cosecha. Ha alzado su voz ahí, ha defendido nuestros derechos, ha defendido nuestro camino que con tanto esfuerzo nos hemos hecho abriendo paso.
And Zully has been an incredible freedom fighter. She's gone around the country fighting for our rights. She went along with me and Kike and others to the Cosecha Movement National Assembly in Boston and talked about the immigrant community. She's been spreading the word and bringing our struggle forward.
Ella, desde que empezó en la lucha, supo que esto podría pasar. ¿Y qué? No le importó. Ella decidió alzar su voz y alzar la voz de todos nosotros, que somos alrededor de más de 1,500 trabajadores en la industria lechera.
And when Zully got involved with this struggle, she knew the risk that she was taking on, but she didn't let that stop her. She went ahead and fought for the rights of the more than 1,500 immigrant farm workers that are living and working in this state.
Porque al darse cuenta de ella, de las grandes injusticias que se cometían en la industria lechera, dijo, stop, hay que parar esto y hay que alzar nuestra voz y hay que defender nuestros derechos. Esto no puede seguir así.
Because when Zully learned about the abuses that were happening in our state's dairy industry, she said, I need to put a stop to this. I'm going to get involved in the struggle. I'm going to raise my voice to be in solidarity because this cannot continue.
Y ahora necesita de todos ustedes para estar en libertad de nuevo y seguir otra vez en la lucha, alzando nuestra voz, alzando nuestros derechos y parar esta gran injusticia que hay no solamente en este estado, sino en todo a nivel nacional.
And now she needs you to stand with her, to fight for her freedom, but not only her freedom, but for the freedom of all immigrants unjustly detained in this state and around the country.
Zully, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Zully, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Kike, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Kike, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Hay que hacerlo sentir que desde aquí afuera se les está apoyando a ambos, porque es difícil estar ahí adentro. Yo estuve adentro 3 semanas y fueron las 3 peores semanas de toda mi vida.
We need to make sure that they can hear and feel our solidarity, because when they're locked up, I know how it feels. I was detained for 3 weeks, and those were the worst 3 weeks of my life.
Hay que hacerles llegar el calor de la comunidad hasta donde están, recluidos en esa horrible prisión de ICE, que no es nada bonito, la verdad.
We need to make them feel the loving warmth of our community, because right now they're behind the cold walls of ICE's prison, and that's not a good place to be.
Y hay que firmar las peticiones, ¿para qué? Para que sepan que estamos con ellos, para que lleguen a manos de las personas y ser puestos en libertad.
And everybody needs to sign this petition to make sure ICE knows that we're watching them, that we demand their freedom and we demand for their deportation to be dropped.
Yo fui al salón y yo les dije.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
So, we're going to have some other speakers up to the mic right now. But first, Miguel mentioned the petition. We have the written petition going around. But for everybody who has a smartphone right here, I want you to take it out.
We'll be getting to that.
Take out your phone and go to migrantjustice.net. We're going to see if we can crash our website right now. Now, on the website, migrantjustice.net, you're going to see, when you scroll down first, there's a petition that says, free Alex so he can be back with his wife and son. Over 1,500 people have signed this petition in less than 2 days. If you haven't signed yet, we want you to click on that link and sign it now. If you've already signed it, you can go on to the next step. Scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see a picture of Kike and Zully. Looks just like this. And there's a link there that says, sign the petition to free Kike and free Zully. And that will give you the opportunity to sign a petition. This one is going to be an email that goes directly to the Field Office Director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement in Boston, Massachusetts. This man, Todd Thurlow, he has the power in his hands today, in this moment, to free Kike and Zully and Alex. He can use the discretion that he has to grant them their freedom and to stop their deportations. So we need to make sure that he hears the voice of the community, that he knows that these are beloved members of our community, and we demand their release. Okay, so while everybody's doing that, we're going to bring the next person up to the mic. And as that person comes up, I want to read a short message from Zully's sister. She couldn't be here with us today because she's still in Peru. But she wants everybody to know that Zully is a wonderful person who's fought 100%, who's given 100% of herself to try to make a better life. She came to the United States with a dream of working to make a better life for herself, and I want to see justice done for her today.
Dale.
So let's make some noise for Marita Caneo. Marita!
Have you seen Lily?
Why don't you make an announcement real quick?
Pregunta si Lily está o Limari.
Have you seen Limari, Alex's wife? Is she here?
No.
Okay. Louder. Have you seen Limari, Alex's wife? Is she here?
Marty. No.
Dale.
Okay.
Well, thank you everybody for being here. As my comrades just shared, Kike and Zully are two amazing people, two amazing leaders. They are two amazing people, two amazing leaders. They have been taken out, they have been targeted. Till this day, today, we don't know where they are. We don't know how they are. But we want to show our support to them because I learned a lot from Kike. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from Zully. You know, women in the migrant community are way more isolated than men. And Zully has been my partner, going to farms, visiting women, starting this women's group, because we all need to be together now. So please sign the petition. Let's melt the ice.
No creo que, bueno, si Limari no está, puede hablar un poquito más de Alex.
So a little bit about Alex.
Alex is a father, it's a friend, it's a cousin. He's a member of the immigrant community. He was detained. He was also not let go to court. He was going to court and they detained him before that. So ICE is breaking all our rights, all our constitutional rights. His wife is a mother-to-be again, and they have a daughter, a 4-year-old daughter. They came to the office asking for support, and we are going to give all our support to Alex too. We cannot accept the separation of families. No. We want families back together, as Zully and Kike are part of our family too.
Yes.
Yeah. Ni una más.
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 Ni una más. Ni una más. Ni una más. Ni una más. Ni una más.
So as a community that comes together, I'm going to pass the mic to Ebony from Black Lives Matter.
No, I'm not going.
Hello, testing. Hi, my name is Ebony, and I'm representing Black Lives Matter. And I'm here today to stand in solidarity. Black Lives Matter Vermont stands in solidarity with migrant justice and the migrant community. And we're here to say enough is enough. We're here to say down with the institution of slavery, because that's what it is. We've been, the white people have come to our lands and then moved us out. And then when we come here, back here, they want to move us out again. This is all of our land. And we say down with the institution of racism. Because when white people came here, they didn't have any papers. They didn't have no papers. Okay? They didn't have any papers. They just stole the land. And this is native land. And this is our land. And we won't stand for it. We won't stand for white people, white supremacy systems putting us in jail or attacking brown and black people, going to war against them, shooting them down in the streets, picking them up for no reason. How is it that it is so important to pick up people who are working on the farms so that we have food to eat? What's up with that? I say down with Trump and his racist systems and his racist ideologies. Yes. Down with Trump. 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 We have to unify. Black and brown people have to come together because the war didn't just start with Trump, like the other speaker was saying.
Right.
The war didn't just start yesterday. The war didn't start a few years ago. This has been hundreds of years. A war against black, brown, and red people. They have just been slaughtering us. They've just been moving us around and stomping on us. And it's time to reclaim our land. This isn't your land. This is our land. And we reclaim it. Down with white supremacy. Down with white supremacy. Let me see your fist. Down with white supremacy. 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 Thank you.
Thank you, Ebony. Now we want to welcome Reverend Ma from the Unitarian Universalist Society of Burlington. Reverend Ma!
Thank you, Will. It is such an honor to be here with you all, and we are here for a very important reason. Not just because these detainments of our neighbors are a result of an egregious and unjust policy, but they are a violation of our deepest spiritual truths. And as a member of the faith community, I am here in solidarity with other leaders of faith and people of faith to say that we are called to love our neighbors as ourselves, and that no one is a stranger, and that an injustice that happens to one person happens to all of us. Yes. Amen? Yes. Because we are all part of a larger whole. And I ache and I weep for our friends and their families that are being torn apart. So we have to stand here not only as people of justice, but also as people of faith that know that we are here called deeply by the spirit of love to stand for what is right and in solidarity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Maya. And now we want to call up Mark Hughes from Justice for All. Mark has been leading the Racial Justice Reform Coalition, fighting to pass the Racial Justice Reform Bill in the State House. This has got to stop. 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 This is where it stops, folks, because the revolution is here. The revolution is here. The revolution is here. The revolution is here. Now listen, I want you to get your phones out again. And I want you to go to this long website. It's called Racial Justice Reform Omnibus Bill VT.org. Racial Justice Reform Omnibus Bill VT.org. And when you get there, make some noise. I don't hear enough yet. Let's wait a second. Come on. Racial Justice Reform Omnibus Bill VT.org. When you get there, do what she just did. Racial Justice Reform Omnibus Bill.org. When you get there, what you're going to see is there's two bills. One is H. It crashed? Good. Good. So save that bookmark and crash it again later. So what you're going to find when you get there is you're going to find two bills, H 492, and you can also find a bill just like it. It's called S 116, and it's in the Senate, and they're both in judiciary committees in the respective chambers, and they are taking testimony starting on Wednesday in the House. Okay? Now a lot of you are going to stand here and say, well, crossover just passed, and I don't know how we're ever going to do that. But let me tell you something. We are going to fight this thing to the last second, of the last minute, of the last hour, of the last day of this session, and we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. And inside of this bill, what you're going to see is there's a call for the adoption of the complete fair and impartial policing policy in its entirety. And the reason why that's important is that's one of the things that was not included in S79, which just got through the second chamber this week. Okay? This is very important because we sat down with Migrant Justice for that 6-month period and the rest of those other organizations, and we hammered this policy out, and it was supposed to protect people to stop stuff like this. So as we get this bill through, what you're going to see in it is there's 12 folks that are appointed to maintain all of those processes associated with addressing this institutionalized racism that's being used as a tool to leverage their socioeconomic position to hold people of color down and to pit us against one another. But we're not having it.
No. We're not having it. We're not having it. We're not having it. So this is what time it is. There's some petitions also that you need to be aware of that are floating around this crowd. Okay, so you go out on that website, what you're going to see is you're going to see a number of things. You're going to see some activity that you can take. And I want you to take that activity. Where what you can do is you can click on the link and it'll automatically give you the email address of everybody in House Judiciary, all 11 of them. Send an email to that link. They told me on Friday that they're getting bombarded and they're getting tired of it. Guess what? They're getting ready to get more tired. Awesome. They're getting ready to get more tired. And every single one of you folks who signed that petition, everybody who signs the H-492 and the H-116 petition, there is an email that goes to every legislator under the dome. Yeah. So blow that website up, go to the petition directly. The governor is getting petitions, and the attorney general, who's already on board, is getting tired of these emails too. But he's going to get blew up next week, ain't he? Yeah! Say what? Yeah! Who's going to blow him up next week? We are! Who? We are! And let me tell you what, there's another way you can get at him, okay? Because there's some petitions that are floating around in the crowd even right now. There's some hard petitions. Somebody raise your hand if you got one. Okay, attack her. So when you get an opportunity, if you can't do it here, do it on that website. There is another way you can get at them, because everybody knows that the Sergeant at Arms is always available. What's that phone number?
802.
802.
828.
828.
2228.
2228. Put that in your phone right now. 802. 228?
No. 228.
Wait a minute. Come on, Isaac.
Correction. 802. 828. 828. 2228. 802. 828. 2228.
2228. Right, it's a democracy. So check it out. Here's what's happening. So you got the opportunity to do this in a number of ways. There's an email address that's over there for the Sergeant at Arms, Jen. It's awesome. You can call the switchboard. If you call in, if you have something to say, you don't even have to write it. They will dictate what it is that you have to say and route it to the people that you want it to go to. And I don't know how many of you have ever been in the State House and seen an 8th grader in a green jacket running somebody down with a pink envelope, but it's funny. All right? So what are you going to do? What do we want today?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
492!
492!
H492!
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 Now stop, let me tell you something. This is just a trick. All they're trying to do is they're just trying to pit us all against one another, trying to make us feel like it's not enough. They're trying to hold us down so they can take a step up. They're trying to take our folks who are immigrants, our folks who are migrant workers, make them look like criminals. They're trying to make black people look like criminals by incarcerating us at disproportionate rates. But you know what? We ain't having it. Can I hear you say that?
We ain't having it!
What?
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 We ain't having it!
Black Lives Matter!
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 116!
116!
S116!
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 Now listen, I'm going to say it one more time. It's not over. We're not done yet. We're still fighting the fight up there in the house, up on the hill, under the dome. We're going to continue to fight that fight. But we got to do something else too, folks. We got to take care of each other in our communities. Because what this is all about, this is about our hearts and this is about our minds. This is about us coming together as people. It's about us doing our own individual work. It's about us reaching out to our neighbors, talking to folks that don't look like us, talking to folks that don't go to church where we go to church. It's about us building strong communities so we can build communities back into the apparatus, so we can step into the apparatus and make change ourselves on the inside. This is about us just as much as it's about them. But you know what? We're going to make them do their job. Say this. Make them do their job.
Make them do their job.
Make them do their
job.
Make them do their job.
Make them do their job.
Make them do their job.
Together we can do it, folks.
All right, Mark is exactly right. That the system that has arrested 3 members of the immigrant community this week and has torn them away from their families and their communities is the same system that has black folks in this state locked up at 10 times the rate of white people. And we are going to stand together. We are going to stand together, united against racism, no matter what community it affects, no matter how it looks. And we're going to say that we aren't going to be divided by racism and white supremacy. So we want to call up the last speaker of the day, Fareed.
The official story is that ICE is catching the bad guys. They say they're prioritizing criminals. They're prioritizing people who have committed crime. But immigration enforcement has always been the crime. And if you look at this, there's nothing that Kike has done. He's a leader. His only crime is speaking out and advocating for himself and standing up for his rights. That does not make him a criminal. Speaking out is what makes America America. Thank you.
Not one more!
Not one more!
Not one more! Not one more! Not one more!
Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more! Not one more!
Trump, escucha, estamos en la lucha.
Trump, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Trump, escucha, estamos en la lucha. Trump, escucha, estamos en la lucha.
Kike, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Kike, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
Zully, aguanta, el pueblo se levanta.
So, how are you guys feeling?
Yeah.
Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you guys angry?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to do more?
Yes.
On May 1st, we're calling everybody to show up on May 1st we're gonna be meeting at 12 o'clock at the Migrant Justice Office, 294 North Winooski Avenue on the back of the building. Or you can, there's gonna be more information if you sign up for email. So we want all of you to show up. We're gonna be marching and we're gonna be demanding that and saying that Trump is not gonna break us. We're gonna continue to fight, we're gonna continue to organize, and we're gonna continue to secure human rights in Vermont. Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here!
Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here! Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here! Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here! Stop the hate! Stop the fear! Immigrants are welcome here!
Awesome! So, we want to all see all of you, like 200, 300 people. We want to see all of you on May 1st to march for Zully, Kike, Alex. We want to make sure that they come back, that they're united with their communities, with their families, with all of you that know them. And if you haven't signed up, again, please sign up. We need your support. We need you to sign the petition. Also, there is the donation bucket going around, Brendan. Any support, it's really helpful to help Kike and Zully. We don't know what's going to happen or if there's going to be some sort of need, but we want to make sure that we have your information so that we can call you to take action. And so, are you guys ready for May 1st? Yes! Awesome. So we want to see you over there. Make sure that if you didn't sign up yet, sign up, please. And we're going to be receiving some more news and exciting news with Mark, what Mark was just sharing, and some of the work that we're doing at in the State House. So please stay tuned. And one of the bands that has always supported our movement, the Brass Band again, they're going to show up. They're going to do some music, some dancing. If you're going to stick around, if we're going to go back to the office to just debrief, there's a lot of coffee and donuts and bagels. So you guys are more than welcome. But thank you, and
It's Burlington International Women's Day.
And today is International Women's Day.
There's a celebration at the King Street Center.
And there's a celebration at the King Street Center. So please show up, support everyone. We need the support. We need the warmth. So thank you.
Okay, so for those who are interested in sticking around, Brass Band is on its way. We're going to move back to the top of Church Street and hang out there. Meet your neighbors, talk to somebody you don't know. Figure out how to get involved in this struggle because it continues. And we are going to be fighting from today on to make sure that when May 1st comes around, Kike, Zully, and Alex will be leading that May 1st march. Yeah! Can we do it, yes or no? Yes! Can we do it, yes or no? Yes! Yes or no? Yes! What do we want? Freedom! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Freedom! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Freedom! When do we want it? Now! All right, give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you, everybody.
We'll figure that out.
So they wanted to do an interview. Do you want to interpret for Victor? Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
So